Hey everyone, it's Spencer here, and recently I've been hearing more and more about this age domain service called ODYS.global. And so I'll be honest, I've heard about it for a few months, and then the owner of the company reached out to me and asked me to take a look and share my thoughts. Basically, he gave me an account to the marketplace. Usually it's closed. You have to get approved to be able to get access to that. And so I took a look, and so I just wanted to share my honest and open thoughts, do a quick review of what ODYS.global is all about. So first of all, the name, ODYS.global. I'll give them maybe a 10 out of for creativity. Is it a domain name I would have gone with? Probably not. So maybe I'd give them a 5 for actually the name they picked, but it's very creative. I'll give them that. What does ODYS.global mean? Well, ODYS stands for Our Domains, Your SEO. And so when you break it out that way, it does a pretty good job of explaining what their service is. So let's take a look at their site. You know, they want you to dominate online. Clever play on words there. But you can do a couple of things when you jump on here. Oh, and I should also say that the owner of ODYS.global did offer the Niche Pursuits audience a $100 credit. You don't have to check out the service if you don't want to, but if you want to go and look at it, it's free to access and look at the domains. And if you decide you want to buy an age domain, you can get a $100 credit through Niche Pursuits. It's nichepursuits.com/ODYS. So if you find a domain on there that you like, you might as well take advantage of that credit. So there's a couple different ways that you can find domains. And again, overall, their core service is that they find valuable age domains. So these are domains that are about to expire. Maybe they've gone up for auction, and ODYS is picking those up and buying them, so they never actually expire. And because of that, they've got all the existing links pointing to them. Hopefully there's lots of SEO juice still pointing at those domains. And then, so you can buy one of these and hopefully be able to just ramp up content quickly and start ranking in Google much faster, right? We all know that a brand new domain can usually take anywhere from 6 to 12 months really before you start gaining much traction in Google. That was the case with ODYS.com. Took about 12 months before I started making maybe about $1,000 a month. And so an age domain can help. I think that is a valid strategy. I know people that have found success with that strategy. So generally speaking, it's a good strategy to buy a powerful domain that already has links and build a site on that. The question is, does every domain work? No, not every domain works. Sometimes the domains do really well, other times they don't. And so I'm going to kind of review just some of the domains that are available and show you what it's all about. So you can go through their sort of process of saying, okay, I'm in the business niche, right? And I can go through this journey of what's my price range. Oh boy, let's say I'm willing to spend 2680 euros, and I'm an English speaker, so you can see that they are a global company. They appeal to a global audience. I just want a .com, and so that it's going to pull back and say, okay, here's all the domains that we have available. And they even go the extra mile and say, okay, here's, they create a few logos. You can buy the whole package, the domain and the logo itself. And so once you're in here, you can do all sorts of filters and say, oh, I want to look at more than just .coms or English or whatever. So I'm in the gardening space with Own the Art. So let's say I wanted to replicate that. I could come in here and go, okay, here's the gardening niche. They've got 32 matches for that. And you can quickly browse here, right? And so all right, so let's take a look and see if we can find a domain here. They have lots of different options. I'm not going to go into all of these. Let's click on the floweringgarden.com and see what that looks like. It's 14 years old, so that's cool. Ahrefs, DR is just a 7. It's indexed in Google, but it's got lots of links from Wikipedia, GardenGuides.com. Anyways, you can see all those. I'm going to go over to Ahrefs actually. All right, so if I pull this up, it doesn't have a huge domain rating or anything, but it does have 212 referring domains. And if I take a look, what you really want to figure out is, are these spammy domains? Are they actually quality backlinks? And so it looks like avocado is its specialty, and edible plants, right? So it's got some links from Wikipedia, RussianTortoise.net, hub pages, Wikipedia. You know, I'd want to do some more digging. I'm not like gonna say this looks great. It looks like there's some foreign links, and I'd want to figure out what those were a little bit better. But here's what they say about it. Their recommendation is that you'd build an Amazon affiliate site reviewing family and urban agricultural products, right? Let's take a look at another one real quick. See if we can find a better gardening one. TreeVitalize.net sounds, oops, I added that to my cart. Let's go ahead and buy it. Why not? I should probably look at it before I buy it. This one, ny.gov, epa.gov, inquirer.com. It has a domain rating of 38. It's 17 years old. This sounds maybe a little bit better in terms of quality links. So for about $2,000, let's see. Let's pull this up. And again, I mean, this is a high quality domain, waterlandandlife.org. So this is, I'm trying to figure out what this is. This is some sort of volunteer organization, probably that planted trees, if I were to guess, right? Yeah. So it looks like it was probably at some point a nonprofit organization planting trees, and it definitely has got some news coverage from different gazettes and government links, EDU links. This looks pretty legit, really interesting. And so it's got domain rating 3,421 referring domains. So if you're going to do like specifically a niche site on trees, that could be really interesting, right? And so let's look at one other example, maybe in a different niche, right? See what we come up with. If I just do something like content marketing. All right, there's maybe not quite as, maybe that's too niche, right? Content marketing, I don't see a lot very specific to that, right? But WordCram, that's, you know, if you're really into words, it's a 10-year-old domain. You can probably do a lot of informational products, right? They recommend an authority site reviewing the best educational science software and courses. That could be interesting. Again, I'd want to do a deeper dive into this to see if it's actually a valuable domain. But there's tons of sites here. I actually recently did an interview with somebody, his name's Azadine, that used the ODYS.global service. He built a domain, built a site on an expired domain, and has seen huge success. So here's a screenshot he shared with me. We talk about this in my podcast interview if you want to go over to nichepursuits.com. Or I'll link to the podcast interview in the YouTube description here. He's getting something like 13,000 visitors a day now. The site is, I don't remember now, it's like 7 or 8 months old is all. So he really ramped up content. He bought it on an NH domain that he got from ODYS.global, right? You could do this with a domain you bought anywhere, but he just found a really good one on ODYS.global. and the amount of money that he's making, about 4,000 euros. I don't remember what the math is, but it's like 5,000, 6,000 a month total that the site is making. He's in the process because I told him, hey, with 13,000 visitors a day, you should be doing more display ads. And so he's applying to Mediavine to get approved there. I think his site's going to be making more than $10,000 a month once he gets approved there. But that was a big success story for Azzedine, right? That's his experience. Again, you can listen to the podcast. That doesn't guarantee that you're going to get results or anything like that. But he tested out a few different age domain services, did some really interesting tests, and ODYS.global are the domains that won out. So there you have it. I mean, that's mostly my review. I mean, when it comes down to it, the strategy of building a site on an age domain, I think can work. You can get a lot of SEO juice, if you will, using an age domain. Is every domain that ODYS provides you going to be perfect and be a slam dunk? Probably not. But are there going to be a lot of gems in there? Probably. And they do a lot of the hard work for you, vetting. You just come on here, look for your niche, or browse what they have. If they have something that you like, you can pick it up. If they don't have anything that you like, don't buy it. It's free to browse once you're inside there. So if you want to check it out, go to nichepursuits.com/ODYS. Again, you get $100 credit if you join, thanks to the owner that reached out to me and provided that. So anyways, just a quick review of their service. It looks like they have done for you sites where they will build an affiliate site for you on one of their age domains. So they use one of their age domains and then they build the affiliate site. I haven't used that, so I can't offer a review on whether that's good or not. But it looks like they're trying to expand and do a few other things as well. But just really interesting because these guys are really focused on the SEO aspect, the strength of the domains. And so they're gobbling up lots of these domains and presenting them to you to buy. So check it out, see what you think, and leave a comment below if you've used their service before, or if you decide to use their service, let me know your experience. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks a lot, guys.